Hello and welcome to Solidworks Station. My name's Stuart, and in today's tutorial we're going to be looking at some sheet metal features. The image that we've got on the screen at the moment is what we're going to be producing, and some of this is going to be relatively new. This is my first tutorial in sheet metal work. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. Okay, so upon opening SolidWorks at 2019, I've been to part, opened up a new part, and it's a good idea from here if we just right click one of these tabs and just left click on sheet metal. You'll see now that sheet metal has populated within these tabs. So to start off with, I would like you to go to the top plane, normal 2, and we're going to create a sketch. We're going to create a center rectangle from the origin point, and we're going to sketch out like so. We're going to go to smart dimension, and we're going to smart dimension this up now with a value of 100 and a value of 50. Once we've done this, we can then exit the sketch. Now, usually what we'd do is we click on our sketch and we go features, extrude, or features. We might make a lofted boss base or a revolved boss base. However, this time we're going to go to sheet metal and we're going to say base flange /tab. I'm just going to click on that. Make sure sketch is selected first, sheet metal tab selected, and then base flange tab. Okay, so now it's asking us for our parameters. So it's asking us now for our thickness. This is the thickness of our sheet metal. I'm going to keep this at 2. The bend allowance, the K factor, okay, we'll keep that as a default at 0.5, and we'll keep the auto relief ratio at 0.5 as well. We will go into this a little bit further later on in the tutorial. However, for this particular example, just for this rectangle, let's keep it at 0.5. I'm going to press the green tick. Perfect. Okay, that's the first step done. Okay, so we've made this rectangular piece of sheet metal. Okay, that's the first thing that we've done. The next thing we need to do is we need to go to miter flange. Okay, it's in the sheet metal tab still. Miter flange. Left click, and it's asking us to select a plane. Okay, we want to select one of our 50mm in length planes. So left click on that. You now see that we've got a sketch ready here to go, sketch 6. So if we now click on this face again, Control 8 on your keyboard, that'll bring a normal 2 view, and then we're going to sketch out our profile for our miter flange. So smart dimension this up. Let's make this 25. Let's make this 15, and let's make this 5. Okay. Once you've sketched in this profile, you're going to go ahead and close the sketch. Now that will automatically open now the miter flange in the features manager. So you can tell that the mitre has been made up of this sketch and this edge. Okay. The sketch 6 is what's highlighted here now in blue, and edge 1 is the deep blue line underneath here. Alright, we need to change the start and the end offset. If we look here, we've got an offset here and we've got an end offset here. Okay, this is both 30 millimeters, so D1 you're going to put in at 30 and D2 you're going to put in at 30. Okay. Now, I was talking before about this relief type. Here, alright, is the relief type that we can determine on SolidWorks. So, I want to use a custom bend allowance. I'm going to use the K factor of 0.5 and I'm going to go to custom relief type. Now at the moment it's rectangular. There's tear and there's ob round as well. We're going to use ob round, alright, for this example. Okay, and we're going to put in a value of 0.2 millimeters. Okay, I will show you what it looks like with the other options as well. However, let's look at this one to start off with. So 0.2. Okay, something else I'm going to show you here as well is the flange position. So you've got the material is inside. If I just go to a side view here, you can see that the material is inside the line. Here, material outside. Okay, you can see that material now is outside of this line. Okay. The last one, bend outside, the bend actually jumps across to be outside this line. We want to choose this one, okay, material inside. So all of the material is inside this line. Okay, we're going to go ahead and press the OK button. What you can see that's happened is this shape has been created, okay, through the profile that we drew. And you can see our ob round 0.2 0.2 millimeters relief type that we've put in. You can see that appearing here. Now you can scale that up. Okay, so under edit feature, you could scale this up. So at the moment it's a ratio of 0.2. You could scale that up a little bit to 0.5. Okay, and you can see it's increased. Let's go up a little bit further. Nope. Into this one, custom relief type. Let's put it in at 1 now, so you can really see a difference. Green tick. Okay, and you can see the increase happening there. So back to edit feature. Let's go back to here and let's type in 0.2. However, this time let's go into rectangular and green tick. Okay, so you can see now that the relief type is different. Okay, it's taken on a more rectangular form. And finally, I'll show you the tear feature as well. So under custom relief type, you've got tear, green tick. Okay, and you can see the difference between all three there. Okay, so those are the three different types of relief. You've got your rectangular, you've got tear, and you've got the ob round as well. We're going to go with ob round, 0.2, green tick. Okay, we need to do the other side as well now. So it's the same principle, okay, just a few different dimensions, that's all. So we are going to go to mitre flange. It's asking us to select a plane. We're going to go with this plane. We're going to go to we're going to click on this particular face and Control 8 and go normal 2. Go into sketch tab and line, and then sketch the profile again. Okay, give it some smart dimensions. This time, these are a little bit different. So this is going to be 15. This is going to be 15. And this is going to be 5. Okay. Close our sketch. Okay, it's taken on again if you look. If we click on sketch, there's our sketch, there's our profile that we drew. And the edge it's taken on is this one here. Okay. We've got a start and an end offset of 30 millimeters. So let's input that information there. Okay, we want to use the flange position 1, which is the material inside. Custom relief type and custom bend allowance. Keep this at 0.5 for the K factor, but for this one we're going to use ob round again, and we're going to choose 0.2. Okay, and green tick. Okay, so you can see now that our product is taking the shape. So we've created this feature. We've created this miter flange feature as well. Next what we're going to do is a linear sketch pattern for these holes and these holes at this side, and then we're going to have a look at the underside of these two folds. So next step is in the sheet metal tab, you're going to go to extruded cut. It's asking us to select a plane. We're interested in this plane, so left click. And then we go and click on the face again, Control 8, and our keyboard will go normal 2. And we're going to sketch a circle. We're going to give this a smart dimension from this edge of 5 millimeters. And we're going to give it a smart dimension from this edge of 5 millimeters. We're going to give it a diameter of 2, and we are going to create a linear sketch pattern. So go to linear sketch pattern, click into entities to pattern, and click on the circle. Now we want to pattern it twice, okay, but with a distance of 90 millimeters apart, and we want just 2 of those, and that's fine. But in the Y direction we want 5. Okay, that's going in the wrong direction, so if we reverse direction just by clicking on here, okay, we've reversed those in this direction, so that's perfect. So we've got 5 going down in the minus Y, and we've got 2 almost mirrored. You could mirror this if you wanted to. You could create a mirror line and mirror those across. However, I find it easier just to use the linear sketch pattern option. Once we've done that, we can green tick. If you wanted to, you could go to instances to skip, and you could click on the circles that you didn't need, like so. Okay, we don't need to do that for this example. Okay, so I'm going to right click and delete these off here. Okay, we're happy with this. Green tick and exit the sketch. Now the cut extrude becomes available in the feature manager. We want to say through all and green tick. Okay, this is looking good. Okay, the next thing that we need to do, if we just look here, alright, we've got some features, got a bit of a chamfer going on underneath here, a bit of a radius fillet that's happening here, so let's put those on. So to do that, we need to go to corners. So we're still in sheet metal, okay, we're in corners, and we need to go to break corner or corner trim. So click on this. It's asking us where we want to break the corner. So on this one, we just click on the edge. Let's put 2mm in there. And this one, 2mm, green tick. And this is the break type, by the way, chamfer. Green tick. And this one needs a fillet. So you can probably guess where I'm going to go. Back up to corner, back up to break corner and trim. Click on our edges, 1, 2. However, this time we want the break type to be fillet. Keep it at 2, green tick. Okay, and there you have it. There is our sheet metal work. I'm going to show you 2 more things now. How to flatten this to get some 2D drawings from it, and also how to produce a render of it as well. So, first of all, to flatten this, okay, it's quite simple. Under sheet metal, there's a flatten option. You can see this here in the tree, the history tree. If you just, it says flat pattern, just expand these, okay. And if I just hover over these, I can see where my bend lines are going to be. I can see my bounding box. I can see each one of these mitre bends as well. However, if you click on flatten, this shows the flat pattern for the existing sheet metal part. So I'm just going to left click on that, and there we have it. There's the flattened image of this. Okay, you could go ahead and you could save this as a drawing, as a 2D drawing, in order to produce this. I don't know if you was going to cut the metal, laser cutting metal, in order to form this later. That would be your choice. To exit this flattened view, okay, it's just this button here in the top right, and that'll take you back, okay, to with all the metal bent in the correct directions and correct angles. To make a render of this, very simple. You need to make sure that you've got Solidworks add-ins. Okay, if you've not, just right click and just make sure that it's got a tick here. Go into add-ins, turn on Photo View 360, go to Render Tools, and we're going to go Edit Appearance. I'm going to go to Steel, I'm going to go to Polish Steel. Okay, here in the Materials, Appearances, Scenes and Decals. Okay, so if you've not got that open, just left clicking on there. Okay, it will look like this. Okay, expand metal, expand the steel, okay, and just drag polished steel onto the product. And then you can obviously choose colours if you wanted to. We're going to keep it as it is, and we're going to green tick. You can edit the scene at this point, so still in Render Tools, go to Edit Scene. Okay, we could put a studio scene on, maybe. Okay, a factory floor. Just drag that straight onto the page. You can mess around with some of the options in here, alright, but that's a more advanced tutorial. There are some basic ones, there's some lighting, there's some advanced options in there as well, all to do with the floor size, the rotation, the angle of rotation, the environment rotation, okay, just by moving these scroll wheels around. However, we're happy with this, so we can click on the green tick. And then finally, okay, we can go to Final Render. Okay, so you can see it rendering out now. So I'm running Solidworks not on the quickest processor, running on about 2.6 gigahertz processor. So a better processor would obviously get that done a lot quicker. And there you have it. There's your sheet metal. So that's been Solidworks Station. It's been a video tutorial on sheet metal work. We've had a look at some mitre flanges. We've had a look at creating fillets, chamfers, how to use the extruded cut feature in the sheet metal tab. We've also had a little look at how to flatten this, ready for a 2D drawing, and also how to produce a render of this product as well. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.